DynacTiV is an ETC project that is dedicated to explore interactive TV experience, which is sponsored by Microsoft. The high concept is to use Kinect as a bridge to build connections between the audience and TV broadcasters in real time.
Imagine audience are watching TV at home and they want to vote. What will they do? In our dynamic experience, they just need to sum up or sum down, and our system will collect data and show it to the performer in real time.
We actually have access to a lot of information. We have an array microphone that is able to determine how much sound there is in a room. Beyond that, we can combine the RGB camera and the depth camera to get a skeletal tracking system in place and able to recognize gestures. All of this information feeding together into a server. The server compiles all of the information and sends it both to the performer and back to the viewers so that they can actually see how the rest of the audience is feeling about the show as well.
One of the great things about working with the Kinect is it gives us a way that the viewers can interact with the broadcast without ever taking their attention away from the broadcast. And this is very important because traditionally most voting mechanisms at the very least have you take out your phone and send a text. What we do instead is you never miss anything because you're trying to interact.
I believe it's valuable to explore the collection of both this active and passive feedback and presenting it to the performer, because for certain television, the performer doesn't have a connection with the audience that they're broadcasting to. Instead of just the 1,000 people in the venue that a political speech or a comedian or a musical act is performing in front of, they're now able to connect, hopefully, with an audience of millions of people. That's the benefit to the performer. From the viewer's point of view, by participating in an active fashion and seeing that feedback from all the viewers who are actively participating, I would have a connection to the audience of millions of people who are watching the show.
For the future vision of this project, we would like to have a more enhanced and better simulated audience that can detect things like sneezes, where one of them will detect a sneeze and turn around and say Gesundheit. The simulated audience is actually controlled by a group of the viewer's friends, so this isn't a fake audience, but a real audience in a digital space, all watching the same broadcast virtually. We would like to have a more organic interface for the performer instead of just bars and graphs. So if the audience at home cheers, this data will be relayed back to the performer interface, to a simulated audience inside the performer interface that will cheer for them, giving the performers a more organic experience and feedback from home.